Hello everyone, this tarot reading is focusing on what beautiful truth about yourself needs to be remembered. Now, you've got a cat and lavender. That is a card of independence. Now, independence or being independent is really strongly highlighted in this reading, okay? Now, for many of you, this does feel like an energy of someone who has learned how to stand on their own 2 feet. Whether you are single or a parent or someone who carries a lot of responsibility, or simply someone who's actually just had to rely on themselves more than others. But there is this beautiful strength that is being highlighted here, okay? And what I love is that this reading isn't just talking about independence, it's also talking about everything you become because of it. When I look at the Sun card, I don't just see, happiness. I actually pick more than anything from this card, the strength. I see someone who has faced challenges, disappointments, setbacks, and difficult moments, but still choose to move forward. There is, my darling, a light within you that I get from this that just refuses to go out. Not because life has been easy, but because you've continually found a way to keep going. And in fact, I actually find you to be quite an optimistic person as well. Even when life has tested you, even when things haven't gone to plan, there is something within you that still believes tomorrow can be better than today. You still have this, this hope to you, this warmth. And even this ability to find joy and laughter and light, even after experiencing, challenges or darkness, yeah? Now, with the Lovers card, obviously, it's not always just about relationships. This is a card that can talk about being in alignment. And I feel someone has learned how to choose themselves. You've learned to trust your own heart, to trust your own instincts, and to trust your own values rather than constantly looking outside of yourself for answers. You trust your intuition, you trust your judgment, and even when you seek advice from others, you ultimately still listen to what feels right for you. Okay? Now, the Queen of Pentacles is someone who is grounded, stable, nurturing, wise, dependable, and experienced, okay? This is an energy of someone who knows how to take care of themselves and often take care of others too. And I see that with the Sun card, because it's not just I don't know what they are in the distance, but the way that my mind looks at it is like you're not just protecting yourself, you're protecting your community too. So you have got this very protective side to you, or this this supportive. I feel like you are quite somebody that is quite protective of others as well, not just yourself. But yeah, there is definitely this maturity to your energy, and this quiet confidence. You're kind of person who doesn't always kind of need recognition, because actually you know what you're capable of. So I really do like that energy. And I do want to say that I feel people hold you in much higher regard than you realise. I feel like they see someone who is very strong, stable, reliable, caring, and incredibly resilient. Is what I think people see when they're thinking about you. Now, with the Nine of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, it almost feels like the card is asking you to kind of stop for a moment and actually acknowledge how far you've come. Because the beautiful truth you may have forgotten isn't simply that you're independent, which is nice and all kind of stuff that goes with that, but you became independent because you had to. You became strong because life required it, my darling. You became wise because of your experiences. And somewhere along the way, it's kind of like you've forgotten how remarkable that actually is. The Sun is saying in a way, don't forget your light. Don't forget your heart. Don't forget everything you've built with the Queen of Pentacles. Don't forget how far you've come with the Nine of Pentacles, okay? You may, sometimes focus on what still needs healing, or what still needs improving, or where you want to be next. But I actually feel like you're being asked to pause for a moment and actually recognise the person you've become because of your experiences of what you've had to face and overcome and everything like that. You are also very strong without being hurt. You are independent as well without being closed off. You are wise without losing your warmth, and very, very capable without needing validation from anyone else. So I feel really, my darling, that the beautiful truth is that you've built a life, a strength, and a level of self-trust that many people actually spend their entire lives trying to do what you've done, okay, and who you've become. So well done, my darling. I hope this reading's helped. Have a good day. Bye.